I come alive. I come alive. See the Spirit surging through me. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. Everything is as it should be. And there's nothing in the world that I'll let hold me back. Divine love is my guide and I'm on the right track. I cast away all fears, I know that I'll succeed. I know without a doubt I have everything I need. Let's do it again. Joy in my heart, I won't let things stand in my way. Love's in my soul, there's nothing that can ruin my day. You guys sound great. I come alive, feel the Spirit surging through me. I'm satisfied, everything is as it should be. And there's nothing in the world that I'll let hold me back. Divine love is my guide and I'm on the right track. I cast away all fear, I know that I'll succeed. I know without a doubt I have everything I need. That's right, 'cause joy in my heart, I won't let things stand in my way. Love's in my soul, there's nothing that can ruin my day. I come alive, feel the Spirit surging through me. I'm satisfied, everything is as it should be. Great job! You guys sound great.
You all are awesome. Wow. It's like we had church already. We could go home almost, but we have so much more fun we could have. So good to be here with you all this morning. Welcome to Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome to all of you online. We're going to have a good time and continue to have a good time here this morning because we're going to rejoice in the truth that you are one with it all. Therefore, all good is within you, all good is within me, and we're going to talk today about making a greater demand upon the law. That's not the exact title, but that's what I want to talk about. Yes? Who wants to make a greater demand upon life today and accept more in life today? A few of you, maybe all of you. Yes, all right, very good. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to ask Paresh Shah to do our announcements.
Good morning. I love the spirit in the house. It's great. I'm Paresh Shah. I'm a member of your board of trustees, and we have wonderful activities for inspiration, to connect with one another, and to up-level your practice. For those of you who have contributed to our restoration project to rebuild the offices and rooms that were flooded by the torrential rains in February, thank you. Big clap to all those who've contributed. Check the thermometer in the foyer. It's rising. It's rising. We needed $70,000 to offset the unexpected costs of the floods and the remod, and we're moving towards that. So if you can find it in your heart and in your purse or wallet to give a little extra or a lot extra today, know that it really it makes a difference. And if you contribute more than $250, you can get a seat back plaque or a leaf on the mural in the back if you would like. All right, so we've got a bunch of great stuff going on. We have the drumming circle meeting today at 12:30 in Richelieu Hall, and all are welcome to the drumming circle, so feel free to come by. Thursday, August 1st, we have our spiritual discussion group at 2 p.m. in the foyer and the Labyrinth Walk at 3:45. Who's been to the Labyrinth Walk? Did anyone get lost and never come back? Yeah, you'll find your center. I Trust me, eventually you'll find your center. Our landscape committee meeting will be meeting on, our landscape committee will be meeting on August 3rd from 9 to 11. The meeting will start at the back parking lot steps, and we'll do a walk about the property as our first sort of activity to get acquainted with what needs to be done and where the volunteers can help. So please volunteer with the gardening and landscape committee to keep it so beautiful all around us. We're seeking someone to lead our hidden treasure yard sale this year. It takes place in September. If you feel called to lead the project or perhaps co-lead, you'll have lots of help. Many people have already signed up. I have the list. But we do need a leader this year. So please see me or Mark or Doris or Reverend Greg if you'd like to step up and be the leader to lead all of these volunteers in executing the yard sale. It's always a great activity to bring people together and raise some money for the center and do good for others. It's time to go back to school. But we invite you to bring school supplies to support the Rainbow Shelter. Maureen McKinney has been doing this for many, many years. So if you have any school supplies that would benefit children, please bring them in and donate them, and Maureen will make sure that they get into the hands of some young scholars. Next Sunday, August 4th, our new senior minister, Reverend Gregory Toole, will offer a workshop entitled Relationship as Spiritual Practice. Relationship as spiritual practice. And in my discussions with Reverend Gregory, relationship is very broad in his definition. So it could be a relationship with yourself, with others, with spirit, whatever it is. And I've been to one of his workshops right before he started, and it's fantastic. So please join us, 12:30, August 4th. August 5th is our men's spirit group meeting in the foyer at 7 p.m. And our first divine dining event will be at the home of Claudia Krikorian and Jim Hales coming up. Claudia, first of all, thank you, Claudia. That was a fantastic event you all hosted last year. We had so much fun, and your contribution to the center was very much appreciated. So please sign up for that. It's great, and it usually sells out. Jim Hales coming up on August 18th from, Claudia's and Jim's event is coming up on August 18th from 4 to 9 p.m. The theme this year is 60s to 70s Motown revival, and they've got great musicians. There'll be live music, a fantastic catered American barbecue buffet, and dancing. Tickets are $100. It's going to be a blast. Who plans to go? Yeah, let's go. Make sure you sign up before it sells out. Our Science of Mind class is on Sunday mornings from 10:15 to 10:45. Join us for a taste of Ernest Holmes right before service on Sundays. And we offer 2 weekly book study groups for free. Information is on the back of your program. 2 more things. We have choir practice on August 11th, right after service. So if anyone would like to be in the choir, all you need is a mouth, nose, or the ability to clap or listen, okay? Anyone's welcome. Everyone is welcome. Please join us with our new musical lead, Elise, helping us along here. And if you're looking for a perfect gift or a card, visit the bookstore and discover something truly special. We have an amazing library there where you can check out books, and we've got some great volunteers. A big thank you to all the volunteers who are helping us out across the board, the garden, the library, the events, and now we have some music as we turn within to prepare for our invocation. Thank you.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace.
This moment, I do find peace. And I take this moment to remind myself of the joy that I feel, that just comes from a well of knowing that the divine presence as God, as me, is my strength and my comfort. And I take this moment to also know that whatever has come before this moment, I can allow to simply drift away. I am here in this moment now. And I claim this moment and this time in this space to be fully present, to listen and know that message that is just for me, and the message that comes through in song, or in words, or in action. And in the joy that I see, because the joy is simply welling up within me in anticipation, knowing that not only is all well, it is all good and very good. And the message I receive just simply supports my divine being, and I claim this truth for myself. As it unfolds in the beauty of this day, I am so incredibly grateful for the joy that I feel, and for the joy that I know is flowing through me, and the joy that I see in everyone that I meet. It's a great day. It's a miracle Sunday. And as things unfold, it absolutely demonstrates itself. And in gratitude, in deep gratitude, I release this word of truth because I know it's already done in the mind of God. And I allow it to be as I say. And so it is.
That was lovely. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. So we're so happy to have Reverend Gregory, and his talk today is Claiming More from Infinite Source. So we're also being asked to consider the idea of being able to accept imperfection. Personally, I think I can handle imperfection, but I live with someone who is not. I don't ascribe much to astrology, but the description of his sun sign Virgo certainly seems to fit. They are perfectionists. Making the bed becomes an exercise in military precision. Any recipe I try out comes with lots of input and a view over my left shoulder. And heaven forbid we find ourselves on the wrong road to a destination. You don't want to hear the words. But what happens if we let go of feeling the need for perfect situations or for ourselves to be perfect? We can expand into new experiences to see ourselves differently, as empowered rather than limited. We can show our true selves and choose to live honestly and authentically. Ernest Holmes said on page 303 of the Science of Mind text, there is no failure. Failure is neither person, place, or thing. It's a false thought and has no truth in it. It's a belief in lack, and there's no lack. It's a belief in limitation, which doesn't exist. We must tell the truth to ourselves that spirit never fails. So life is not about perfection, but it is about improvement. And that is done through our spiritual practices. There are so many, but the easiest ones, I think, are meditation and prayer treatment. So just recently, we were at a memorial service for a dear friend who passed, and the family held a Buddhist ceremony. As in all traditions, there is meaning in the different aspects of the service. Gongs and bells were rung at certain instances, so I asked the minister later about those. He said the gong rings and then stops as a symbol of the impermanence of life. Another tradition is known as white ashes, where each of us dropped incense on coals to symbolize the change we undergo when we see the smoke waft off into the air and when we pass from this earth. One quote was, "You could be in radiant health in the morning and white ashes by the evening." All of those teachings then are a reminder of the impermanence of life, and the minister, the Buddhist minister, suggested that we practice mindfulness and gratefulness, and in so doing, we can learn to appreciate each moment. So what if it isn't all perfect? It pales when we think about all of creation and all that we go through. We can be grateful for the moment and for those we share it with, knowing that it's all part of our cosmic reality and what we are here to experience and learn from in this life. So please affirm with me, I open to all Spirit brings into my life. I open to all Spirit brings into my life. Very good, once again. So thank you, and next we have Rick Parmley. Wonderful to see you.
Good morning. And my wish for all of you is continued grace and favor. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you, and so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the goodness in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it. You are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength that's in you, and so it is. I see the joy that's in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you, and so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I just know it. You are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the grace that's in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you, and so it is. And I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. And so it is. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you.
I see the greatness.
I see the goodness in you.
I see the goodness.
I see the wisdom in you.
I see the wisdom in you.
I see your strength, your strength. I see your joy, joy, joy.
I see your joy, joy, joy.
I see your light shining, and I see the wisdom in you.
I see the wisdom in you.
And I see the courage in you.
I see the courage in you.
I see the heart that's in you.
I see the greatness in you.
And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick Parmley. Beautiful. Let's give him some more love there. And also some love for Elise Carver. We're so happy that you are with us. Yes, yes, yes. And I want to give some gratitude to our staff ministers here. Didn't Reverend Catherine do an amazing prayer this morning? Yeah. Our staff ministers were really key during that time without a senior minister here, and I really want to acknowledge you all, Reverend Mary, Reverend Catherine, Reverend Kathy, Reverend Valerie. Such a good job. Let's give them a really big hand. It really takes a village, and the staff ministers are just amazing here, and so I'm so appreciative. I'm so appreciative of all of you as well, except for one thing. Why didn't you all tell me about Redondo Beach a long time ago? I don't think I've ever been to Redondo Beach before coming here to be with you all. You know, I've been to Long Beach and Venice and Santa Monica and Malibu and all these places, and I'm pretty sure, because this place is so memorable, there is no way I would have forgotten it. I'm having a really good time being here with all of you, and just so thrilled. 2 weeks, after today, it's like 2 weeks that I've been your senior minister. I'm just like rolling along here. How good it is to be here. And I want to start off with a little joke, a little church joke, and see if you find it funny. I find it funny. I might just be laughing myself. I don't know. But there was a story of a woman who was trying to get her son to go to church on Sunday morning. And she said, "Johnny, come on, you got to go to church." And he said, "No, I don't want to go to church." And she kept insisting, "You got to go to church. You got to go to church." And he said, "No, I don't want to go. They don't like me down there." And then the mother said, "Johnny," finally she, in exasperation, she said, "Johnny, you have to go to church. You're 58 and you're the minister." Fortunately for me, I love Sunday morning. I just love Sunday morning. I served 2 communities at the same time before coming here. I would do a service at 9:30 in the morning, stay with them for 30 more minutes, get in the car, drive 90 miles, do a second service at 1 o'clock. Never once did I say, "Oh gosh, I got to do." Every Sunday, it's just like, oh yeah, I get to be at church, and I get to be that vessel, that vehicle through which Spirit is doing something good and marvelous, and be with all these other people. Yes, thank you. and be with all these other people like you. I love all the different study groups here and book studies, and people even come early Sunday morning and study. It's like I'm in the right place because these folks really want to study and practice the science of mind teaching. Is that true? Am I right about that? So it's so good to be here. And today we're talking about making a bigger demand upon the law. And the topic is the same as the one advertised. It's just that that's the phrase that just keeps coming to my mind, is making a bigger demand or bigger claim or a bigger acceptance upon that receptive aspect of life. You know, there's a receptive aspect of life. We're not just moving about here in the things we do, not having any impact. Life is receiving. Life is taking in that which we are putting out, and then it's doing something with it. Yes? What we're putting out, it is taking that and it is making something out of it. So often, too often, we don't make a very big demand or claim or acceptance upon that law. There is that law that is ready to receive, ready to give us that anything that we could decide, that we could accept, that we could claim, that we could believe in. It's ready to give it to us. The scripture says that it's the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. It says, consider the lilies of the field. They toil not, neither do they spin. And it says Solomon in all of his glory was not, I'm skipping certain parts. Solomon in all of his glory was not aligned as one of these. And if God takes care of all of these, the lilies, the grass, all of that, why wouldn't this great universe take care of you? And the truth is that the universe is ready to give us everything we could claim. Yeah, the universe is ready to give us everything we could claim. I want to give you a very simple practice today that I find not only helpful and useful, but also really fun. Are any of you like really serious when it comes to your prayers and your affirmations and your demonstrations and your manifestation, where you're really serious about it, you know, where you're like, all right, I'm going to manifest this thing, and you're serious, and when it doesn't manifest, you're upset, oh, it didn't manifest, oh, darn it. I'm going to say, like, lighten up a little bit. Take it easy. Because here's this law of life, and really life is delighting. Life is delighting. God is delighting. The universe is delighting in being you. The universe is having a good time being you. God delights in expressing as you. So there's a play upon life that we're doing here. There's a play. We're playing here. So this law, this creative medium, this receptive aspect of life, we don't have to take it so seriously. We can begin to play and explore. And one of the greatest things for me is this play of life, is this exploring possibilities. Like, what's possible? Even today, what could be possible today? You know, Paresh invited me to go surfing, you know. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I don't know. I got a little nervous. But still, when I got up this morning, I had no idea that someone was going to invite me to go surfing. We'll see how that story ends, you know. But this life it's a play. We're playing, we're having fun, we're enjoying, we're exploring possibilities. We say that all things are possible in God, then ours is to explore. Ours is to have fun with this. And so the simple practice I want to give you this morning, really simple, all you have to do is you say, I would be willing. That's all you have to do. You say, I would be willing, and then you add something you would be willing to experience, something you would be willing to have in your life. It's just that simple, right? But here's the thing. You want to make it really good, right? If you're going to play and have fun, you don't want to just be like something that's just like incrementally little itty bitty bit more or better than what you have now. That's not a lot of fun. But the fun for me in exploring is to say, I would be willing to have or to experience and have it be something you don't even believe at a human level is possible. That's playing. And since it's just a law that receives the impress of your word, of your willingness, of your yes, and then it begins to do something with it, What is it that holds you back? What is it that holds me back? What is it that holds us back from asking for more, claiming more, accepting more? Marianne Williamson said it well when she said that our greatest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we're powerful beyond measure. And sometimes in the foundational classes, the early science of mind classes, sometimes students do get a little taken aback at first, right? Because we teach them how to do a spiritual mind treatment and affirmative prayer. We tell them their word has power. They speak their word and boom, it happens. And at first they're like, whoa. We're that powerful, and could we begin to really claim and accept that power? Could we begin to claim more from life, to accept more in life? I had a situation where a few years back, it was all kind of, I was renting an apartment in Bakersfield. There was all kind of reports about rents are just going up, up, up. Rents are going up. The reports were out there, but my rent was staying the same. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, then one day I got the email. And the subject was very clear. The subject of the email said, rent increase. You know, you really can't mince too much. You know, it's kind of like pretty clear. So before I opened the email, though, now here's the thing that's beautiful about this little practice we're doing here is it allows us to take a moment before our default mind kicks in, right? Because my default mind said, oh boy, here we go. They've been talking about rents going up, and here we go. Now it hit me. Here it's about to happen. And then I stopped myself. And I went into play mode. Instead of worry mode, I went into play mode. And I said, this is crazy, by the way, what I'm about to tell you. But it's crazy, but it's real, and it's what happened, right? So I said, I would be willing for it to be a $5 increase. Since we're just playing here, since we're just having fun here, I would be willing for it to be a $5 increase. Now, I literally nearly fell out of my chair when I opened it up and it said, here was your previous rent, and here is your new rent, and what do you think the difference was? $5. I nearly fell out of my chair. I was like the new science of mind student who you tell them their word has power and it really works, you know, and I was like, whoa. It was a $5 increase. That's unheard of. There's no such thing as a $5 increase in rent. It just doesn't happen. But we get to play. We're just playing here. You're not obligated. There's not even any effort in this. We're just playing, right? There was no effort there on my part. I had nothing to lose and everything to gain because we know that our word has power. We know that our beliefs have power. So if I want to stay with that belief that I'm going to have a big rent increase, then I get to have that. You can have that if you want. I love how this teaching just plays out every day, every day, every day. It's not a one-time thing where we had this one big demonstration and we'll just talk about that for the rest of our lives. Every day, moment by moment, this is playing out. Just this week, I was at the beach in Redondo. I live in Redondo Beach. Got to go to the beach, right? So there I am at the beach. And I had sat down. I was about to put my shoes, because I had to put my feet on the sand, bare feet on the sand. So I was about to put my shoes back on. I'm sitting on the edge of the sand. Oh, no, I hadn't gotten there yet. I was walking toward it. And this young woman clearly had lost something. She's looking. She had lost something. And then I saw her, just as I started looking at her, she reached down and picked up an earbud. You know, the earbuds that we have, the wireless kind, the Bluetooth kind, the kind that are like, cost a little bit of money, not a lot, but a little bit of money. And she looked very distressed, but she found one of them, but she was still looking for the other one. And so I began to talk to her. I said, oh, you found it. And she said, yes, now I got to find the other one. And I said, oh, do you know where you were walking? She said, yes, I know exactly where I was walking. I walked straight through down here, and she really didn't know. Like, she had walked this path. And then she was going around, and she wasn't finding it. And I was sitting there, and I was just dialoguing with her. And I said, oh, well, were you walking or were you running? And she said, oh, I was walking. And she said, you know, I don't. And so here we are again, right? This is equivalent to the $5 rent increase, because this is sand. This is sand, and the little earbud is this big, and it's white. Now, we know there's a whole bunch of white shells and white things in the sand, and this is like a maybe 30-foot radius that she's looking in on the sand. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm just being with her, and I'm just holding space, and I'm just sort of being comforting. And she starts to walk toward me as if she's done looking, right? If that was that look, right, of like, okay. So she started walking toward me, and my default mind started to say to her, I'm sorry you lost your earbud. That's what was about to come out of my mouth. Fortunately, I did not allow that to come out of my mouth. And instead, I said to her, I'm sorry you haven't found your earbud yet. She turned around. You can't make this stuff up. She turned around, walked and started looking again. Within a few seconds, picked it up off of the sand, walked back toward me, and her and I were both taken aback by this. And she walked to me and she said, I don't know why, but I think I might not have found it if you weren't here. It was so moving. Oh, my God. It was so moving. I have a way with, it's kind of like a little specialty of mine. It's a strange little specialty I have of being like the angel of lost things, or the angel of finding lost things, or something like that, because I have had so many experiences in my life where I'm like, no, it's not lost. There's nothing lost in God. There's nothing. People call me and say, I lost this. Can you pray that I found? Oh, yeah, it's nothing lost in God. Oh, they call me. I found it. I had my own experience where when I lived in Oakland, and I had, in the days of my paper organizer, I had one of those big paper organizers, I had all my addresses, phone, calendar, all my notes in there. And it was a rainy day, and a homeless man asked me for some money. So I stopped, and I put my stuff down, gave him some money, and when I picked everything up, I was carrying so many things, I thought I had everything. Well, my organizer, with all of that, and by the way, a check for $10,000 to the church that I was the board president of, that didn't belong to me, was in there as well, and left it right there, came back 5 minutes later, it's gone. Went into all the businesses around the area, hey, has anyone turned this in? They all looked at me like, dude, you're not getting that back. It's gone. And I'm going into prayer. And you know, sometimes we do our prayers, right? You know, we're familiar with the prayer where we say this or something better, right? We say this or something. This wasn't one of those kind of prayers. This wasn't a this or something better prayer. This was a this. My organizer is not lost. It is mine, and it cannot be taken away from me. It is not lost. And when I had talked to all the businesses in the area and no one had it, I started to walk back to my office. When I got back to my office, I checked my voicemail. The first message on my voicemail said, it was the administrator from the church office, and the first message said, you must be praying. Someone that found the address of the church, which was also, my office was downtown, the church office was downtown. They found the address of the church in there, dropped it off at the church. Yes. So the whole point of all this is just how powerful we are in speaking our word and accepting good and claiming good, and how it really is up to us how it's going to end. It really is up to us what the outcome is going to be. It really is up to us. So often we're just throwing our hands up. So often we're just feeling powerless. So often we think it's determined by something outside of ourselves, and we are so powerful, and it doesn't mean that it will work out this way that I've described every time necessarily. But if we're just playing, then we don't need it to work out like that every time. Because we're just playing, we're seeing what's possible. So what I'm inviting you into today is to have more fun with possibility, to explore possibility and to have this regular miracle experience for yourself where because you are in that realm, that consciousness of all things are possible, and I'm just playing here with this law of life, this receptive medium of life, and if I'm going to be playing with it, I'm going to be consciously putting something out there, I'm going to make it really good. The invitation is to make it really good, to make what you're putting out really good, to expand your level of accepting good, to expand your level of claiming good. I'll leave you with 3, what are they, verbs. My English teacher would be proud. No. Claim. What are you claiming? Accept. What are you accepting? Declare. What are you declaring? These are verbs that we can use in our treatment. I am claiming this. I am accepting this. I am declaring this. And then the last one would be willingness, which is not a verb. How much are you willing to have in your life? How much are you willing to have? And let's have a dialogue about that. Let's have some fun with that, where we come back and tell each other that I said I'd be willing to have such and such, and guess what happened? Usually we say, you'll never believe what happened, and I go, yes, I will. Thank you all so much for listening today. Blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And by the way, I'm just having fun up here. Thank you so much. We'll hear again from Rick Parmley. Let's give him some love.
Too blessed to be stressed. Just have fun. I am stable and secure. I surround myself with joy. I take care of my well-being. Cosmic vibes have got me singing. I am stable and secure. I am stable and secure. I surround myself with joy. I take care of my well-being. Cosmic vibes have got me singing. I am stable and secure. From the soles of my feet to the top of my head. When the flow is complete, I will go where I'm led. Go where I am led. Lead me where I'm led. Lead me where I'm led. Karen says I'm too blessed to be stressed. Debbie says I am the place where God shows up. Jenny says, From the soles of my feet to the top of my head. When the flow is complete, I will go where I'm led. Lead me where I'm led. Lead me where I'm led. Lead me where I'm led. I am stable and secure. I surround myself with joy. I take care of my well-being. Cosmic vibes have got me singing. I am stable and secure. Carrie says I'm too blessed to be stressed. Debbie says I am the place where God shows up. Jenny says love is my religion. Helps me make up my decision to be stable and secure. from the soles of my feet to the top of my head. When the flow is complete, I will go where I'm led. Lead me 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 where I'm led.
Thank you. She is awesome.
You are awesome, my friend.
Thank you to Rick Parmley, accompanied by Elise Carver. Yes, we reached the time of conscious giving. Thank you for the ways that you give generously to this community. And putting my little practice into practice right now, I would be willing for this church to have everything it needs to do all the renovations, all the remodeling, all the growth, all the things that we are envisioning to do with this center. I would be willing for that to be true. Thank you all. Let us say our affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love. And so it is.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is. Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight on my face, grateful for the feeling, grateful for the knowing, grateful for the love that's in this place, grateful for believing that God is all there is, that God is all there is, God is all there is.
Yes, God is all there is. So I know as we go forth from here that we have just absorbed all of this, the beautiful music, the beautiful prayers, the words of inspiration. I know that we have absorbed all this and is integrated in our being, and that as we go forward here, we are something greater than when we walked in, that we are walking forth from here, claiming, accepting, knowing the good that is available to us, and just having a good old time playing with Spirit and allowing Spirit to play through us. I bless us as we leave here. I know that life is unfolding in amazing ways. I am grateful. I let it be, and so it is. Yes, I want to call the ministers and practitioners forward here as we go into our peace song. And let us stand and sing our peace song together.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Fight it all, are we? Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. step.